17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Steeler defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Smith going to move him around. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards that time. The Seahawks had a woeful 3-12 on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that has not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I'll have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Again, it's Walker. Stiff-armed him. The pickup there, 5 yards.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From the 50, it's Smith. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith and Jigba. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. You talk about this Seahawk defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now 2nd and 9. Gets this out wide to Pickens. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. He's got this to Pickens. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. And now Smith going to change the play. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Going right back to Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Walker now on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second and 5 from the 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll try for the first with Walker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They've reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short near your 3rd down now looming.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
3rd down and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Pickett now on 1st down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second and 9. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Setting up the screen, Harris. And some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3.
Steelers 10, Seahawks 3.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Geno now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Toss left side for Walker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
8 yards there and a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Smith. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10, here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 64-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he works free. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as a...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Olszewski now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's got this down to the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Second down and a yard.
They hand this off to Harris, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the give, this is Harris, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10.
Smith here, an audible at the line.
Now Gino on first down. And he he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Running left is Walker. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
This is Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He finds his man Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 42-yard line.
They run again with Harris. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 24.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Down to about the 23.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On the ground, it's Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
T.J. Watt.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right.
Wise play by Pickett, sliding to avoid the hit. He also has the 1st down.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Steelers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the right side, this is Walker. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker.
58 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Let's go.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football.